What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Star here. Subscribe for more content from us here at Going for the Ropes. Also, give us a like and leave a comment. Hope you enjoy this episode.
This is Christopher Daniels. You're listening to Going for the Ropes.
On the ropes. That's on the ropes, right? On the ropes? There we go. On the ropes. It's a bloody beautiful podcast. I love it.
I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your host, Starfish, for Going for the Ropes, with my co-host tonight, Vanity.
Hi! It's been around for a long time now.
And today we will be talking about Smackdown Live. This was... I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about how tonight's Smackdown was.
Well, let's start how it started. And then we want to analyze that and get us in there because I kind of like today's SmackDown. Like, if there was nothing like that was disappointing, we had some debuts. Like, I kind of enjoyed it. We had a championship match. That was kind of funny. Like, we just seen a lot tonight, and I'm just ready to go through with you. Thank you for having me again.
No problem.
And I'm here to analyze it. What's up?
So the episode opened with a very long and I would say unnecessary Jinder Mahal promo, which was thankfully interrupted by Shinsuke Nakamura, who I thought was going to say something but just started fighting, which brought out Randy Orton and then Rusev.
I mean, but the only reason why they started fighting like that was because they just, during that promo, the Singh brothers are begging Jinder, like, no, we got you. They say he's never going to touch you with his hands with you ever again. So to be just like, go jam like that, it was kind of fun. But,
Can we please kiss the Maharaja's feet?
I love the Maharaja, the modern day Maharaja.
I'm still on the fence.
I love it. I love the growth. I love where he has come from. Like, seeing Jinder Mahal as champion is the proof to the pudding about SmackDown
Being the land of yeah.
opportunity.
It really is.
And my thing is, like, for a lot of superstars, as we'll go through, we'll analyze it even more, but for a lot of superstars who are really going through a personality crisis within WWE, it's given, if you look at Jinder Mahal, he is the prime example that anything could always prevail and happen.
Yeah.
And I just love it. I love where they're taking it. I love where it went. I just love it. And I really hope Jinder stays champion till next year. But I feel like that's not going to happen. But
I'm pushing it by a lot.
Huh?
You pushing it by a lot.
I mean, it would be nice to see him push through that championship after Royal Rumble, like have it still around then. But I understand if they do choose to give the title to Shinsuke really, really soon. I just hope when they do that, that brings back the rival of Shinsuke and Bobby Bruce, whatever, so that could probably happen. But if not, I would like to see Jinder Mahal continue prospering before and after championship. And he really proves himself to be one of the guys.
Well, after that fight, that it didn't really set up. It was already announced that it would be Randy Orton and Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal and Rusev in the main event.
Mm-hmm.
And moving along, we get the Ascension versus a debuting new tag team of Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. Their music is hot.
It's cute.
I liked it.
It's cute.
I liked it way better than all the new entrance themes that have been happening on Raw. With that
You like
being
this? You like
Big
this?
Cass, Emma, or Jason Jordan.
I like Big Cass a little, and I like Randy Orton's like a little remix to his already music. But it was just nice to see Shelton Benjamin. He was like on it tonight. He was everything and more. Like he gave me what I wanted to see for all those people who were questioning. Do he even have it still? Like just questioning his capabilities. Like it was just like tonight he proved himself worthy.
Oh, he still had it.
Oh yeah, but it's just unfortunate that he has to come in as a tag in the tag team division. But I understand due to the fact that previously that was his history. He was a tag team champion before he was any other champion. But to stay on what you've been saying for the longest, I do believe that this is SmackDown, or in general WWE's next black, like superstar champion.
Yep.
So I give it to him though. But as far as the match goes, of course, it went wonderful.
Yeah, the match was good. We saw.
I'm not even going to put them out of this equation just because we're talking about Shelton Benjamin. Ascension did their thing via that tag team match as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. But the star, the star was Shelton Benjamin, and it was interesting because Chad Gable, when he finally tagged in Shelton Benjamin, he kind of went for a tag team move, and Shelton Benjamin kind of just like was like, "Nah, I got this," and he had it. He had it. And
but even to win the match, it was nice to see them work as a tag team.
Yeah.
Like it was really, really cute. Like they was really working as a tag team at the end of that match. And I was impressed. I was really, really impressed.
Well,
it's fortunate for Chad Gable. At this point in his life, he can only be a tag team superstar.
Well, for now, let's just hope now.
But, but I didn't like what they were doing for him or with him before Shelton Benjamin's debut. But I'm happy to see Shelton Benjamin like bring him up, lift him back up. You know.
Well, the end of this match saw Benjamin win with a pay dirt on Victor of the Ascension. And then we got another match update. This one for next week. It will be Randy Orton versus Shinsuke Nakamura in the #1 contenders match next week on SmackDown Live.
Who are you bidding on?
Nakamura.
Of course. But it wouldn't be nice to see those two go head to head.
Oh yeah. Especially with what happened after the main event tonight. Next we have AJ Styles coming out announcing that he is done with Kevin Owens and he is returning the United States Open Challenge match. Now before this, they did a little thing with Baron Corbin backstage, and he said that he was going to answer the call of the Open Challenge. But before he could get out there, Ty Dillinger made a return and tried to answer the Open Challenge, to where Baron Corbin came out and was like, "What the fuck, man? I know you saw me saying that I was coming out here," and Ty was kind of like, I made it out first. And they fought for a little bit, and Corbin was taking way too long to get into the ring, but Ty ended up getting one over on Baron, and AJ and Ty had a great, I would say, 2-minute match. No, I'm wrong. It was less than a minute. It was
fast.
it was a very fast paced match, but it was good for what it was. And after the match, Corbin attacked Dillinger again, but Styles ran him off. So I'm pretty sure this is setting up a Styles Corbin feud, which I don't mind at all.
For now, but I don't see it being. I just don't see it being a long rival. I hope it's like to the next pay-per-view. I don't want to see it drag.
Well, the next pay-per-view for Smackdown is Hell in a Cell, and that's 2 months away.
Mm-hmm.
So they got some time before the pay-per-view, so it might be a slow build. It might not. It might turn into a 3-way for the title at Hell in a Cell. We'll find out. Next,
who would be the third person?
Ty Dillinger.
No.
You said no? What's wrong with Ty?
No. It's dumb. He already lost. It was a moment in time. It is what it is.
Yeah, but it was interference in the beginning. You know, you could argue that. I don't know. What is Corbin going to do? He's going to say every week, I'm going to answer the call, and somebody else beats him to it? Is that going to be the stick?
Well, so many other people could answer it. So many other options could be open to a 3-way match too, but not that good. Not the perfect thing. That's not so perfect at all.
Well, we'll see going forward. Next match, we have Mike Kanellis versus Bobby Roode. Very obvious Bobby Roode was going over. Bobby Roode is now a face.
He's always been, like, I mean...
He was a heel in NXT.
But even as a heel, he was always getting cheered.
Well, he was... And this is what I have an issue with, because the story going around is that Vince wants him to be a face because fans love him for his music, his interest theme. And when he turns heel, he's going to have to change it. The problem I see with that is that it's just a theme.
But the thing is, like, he's everywhere. It is just a theme, but it's also what makes the crowd sing and cheer and go crazy, because I even do.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where, for Bobby Roode, I don't see him being a heel nor a face. I just see him being a straight natural, like, just in the middle. And if they boo, they boo. If they cheer, they cheer. I just see him still being that smug superstar that he is.
Yeah.
I don't want him being too much of a face, because once he becomes a face, it kind of takes the smugness away from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the best thing about him, is the fact that he's so smug, so cocky. Like, he just reminds you of any other guy that ever came out in a role, you know?
Uh-huh. And one thing I noticed is that while he was in TNA, I think he had a face run. I think this is after I stopped watching. But when I used to watch TNA, he was always a heel.
He was always a heel. But I don't want to see him as no face. I just either just have him as a heel or have him in between. And WWE knows you can have a person in between. They don't have to be good or bad. They could just get some mixed reviews. If you like him, you like him. If you hate him, you hate him. But the main reason why so many people like him is his theme music. It's like glorious. It's literally glorious. And besides him being that person, he backs up. He backs up everything that comes out of his mouth. Literally.
Yeah.
Like, before he lost his NXT title, this man was undefeated. Like, in his own right. And it was just the fact of, like, I liked it. It was something new. It was something great for him. I would like to see what they do with him on Smackdown. But, he's a superstar. He could be any brand. I could see him being on any brand and he's being okay. But I would love to see him get some rises under his belt off the main roster.
Okay, I could agree with that.
But As far as Mike Kanellis, WWE gave him this great grand debut, dragged it a little, and it's just so sad because if you were bringing in Mike Kanellis just to lose, just to be a pawn for anyone, anything like that, you might as well have put him on NXT.
That's what I was expecting at first, but they just threw him to SmackDown, and now they did nothing with him.
They said he's a main roster kind of guy.
Well, apparently not.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like he could have definitely got through with NXT, and it would have been nice to see Maria on NXT as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not doing what I needed and expected on SmackDown. It's kind of becoming disappointing.
Yeah.
Because when Mike Kanellis was coming into the WWE with so much buzz, so much exciting buzz just to see him debut. And it was good to see it happen. But right now, it's like I'm getting bored with him. I'm getting, drained. Like it's given, I was expecting something and I'm not receiving that.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people are saying that, and I know, like, a lot of people are saying, like, GFW never did this to you. You should be ashamed to have went to WWE to be treated like this. And he said he's getting a check. Again, he's happy.
WWE equals shady towards whoever comes from TNA.
Yeah.
No matter if you already are on the roster, majority of the people who are back in came to NXT from TNA were WWE stars back in TNA. They just big. But grow them in development too. Really good for them. Or just them like Mickey James.
Don't get me started on Mickey again.
But it's horrible. That's what it is. And my only thing is if WWE knew that's what they was going to do, why sign them?
Well, I think it was possibly kind of like, this is, we believe that this is a hot star. Let's get them. Let's sign them. But I think it was the anticipation that they really liked. I don't think that they really had any plans with any of them, honestly.
Oh, no.
Well, moving on. We have Aiden English in the ring, and he's singing again.
No.
You said no?
We have, well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Aiden English is in the ring singing, and then Kevin Owens comes out, and I liked how Kevin Owens did this. He wasn't a dick. He was just like, I appreciate your music, but nobody else out here does. So I'm just going to ask you to leave while I do this real quick. And Aiden English didn't do any dickish things neither. He was just like, alright, cool. And just stood on the sidelines and let Kevin Owens do his thing.
Then your favorite came out.
Who?
He was a...
Who, Shane?
Right.
I mean, if you want to be technical, Owens is my favorite.
No, I'm just saying that because you was defending Shane for being that wrestler that he's trying to be today. But
well, that's more so what I think that Shane is doing, but I'm not saying that I'm his number one fan. I'm just assuming.
It was just sarcasm, but it is what it is with Shane McMahon. I really don't see the rival happening. I think Kevin Owens is better than him.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, Shane wants to fight.
Well, Kevin Owens was complaining, and then McMahon came out and basically just dubbed his whole shit and was like, we ain't doing this right now. Aiden English, get back in the ring, you got a match, and Sami Zayn came out. Once Sami Zayn's music hit, I was like, poor Sammy, he about to get it again. And then once they said Kevin Owens was joining commentary, oh man, you knew it was a wrap for Sammy.
My only thing is, it led on. But I hope they don't give me another half-ass rivalry between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I don't need it.
We don't. But I think that this rivalry, if it does happen, will be a stepping stone. It's kind of like people are in front of Shane because Shane is authority and the rest of them are talent. So Kevin Owens is slowly stepping over them to get to Shane because he has an issue with Shane. And you know what? To get more about what you were talking about with the whole Shane thing, I think a better way to see it is that we have always seen wrestlers versus authority figures, and with Shane being the good guy authority figure, we kind of see him more so in action than, let's say, Stephanie. And I think that's because Stephanie is a heel. She doesn't have to get in matches. She could just tell you fuck off, and oh, by the way, you're going to be facing such and such.
Not even.
Because I said so. Yes, even.
No, because you know what I needed from Shane McMahon?
What?
I needed him to be more like Triple H.
But Triple H is a heel too.
But you only see these people like one time a year. That's all we need from them.
But Triple H is not even on the main roster. The only way for Triple H to be involved is for something to happen around Stephanie. Or for, in the last case, go down to NXT and be like, what's up, my nigga?
But that was different. It wasn't something that we were seeing him all the time. Even back when Triple H had his little rivalry with Brock Lesnar, it was about exclusivity. Like, he wasn't going to get in the ring with anybody, even whether he's around or not.
And no, I'm gonna stop you right there, because when Triple H was an authority figure on TV, he was involved in many matches, it was
interrupting them, but he wasn't putting himself in the battlefield. Yes,
he was. Summer Punk. He was the referee.
That was different, though.
No. He was the referee for CM Punk versus John Cena. Kevin Nash got involved. It led to CM Punk versus Triple H. What did that lead to? Kevin Nash versus Triple H.
But that was CM Punk was one of the best superstars at that point. At that point, he was one of the best superstars. I pick CM Punk over John Cena any day.
But what does John Cena have to do with any of this?
I'm just talking about the exclusivity of what Triple H was doing at the time. Triple H wasn't just like, okay, yeah, I get that Triple H was putting himself in matches, but even when Triple H was doing it at that point in time, it was still like one time a year.
No, that was 2-3 times a year.
And the only time we seen him was when broke his arm.
You have seen Triple H, WrestleMania, and SummerSlam.
We did.
And then it dwindled down as he took more control over NXT to WrestleMania.
I get what you're saying. I really do.
What I'm trying to say is like, all right, let's think about.
It's better than 3 times.
Let's think about Stephanie and Brie Bella. Stephanie hasn't been in the ring for years, and then she has this whole rivalry with the Bella twins and Daniel Bryan, and then she fights Brie Bella. Why does she take that match? No. But why does she take that match? Because she knows that she could beat Brie. Why? Because she has her husband, and because she has secretly had Nikki that was going to help her. What did she
At
do
least
after
the-
that? I don't have to be a match. Fuck you. What does Shane do? You want to fight me? Let's go. I'm a badass.
But we're still talking about saying we seen you at WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam. It's annoying.
Like,
It's just
okay,
annoying.
we saw him last year for WrestleMania and Survivor Series. This year, we saw him for WrestleMania and technically for SummerSlam, but he was a special guest referee.
And he
So
still was
technically-
still a figure in the story.
Technically, we don't know if anything is going to happen this year. This could be dragged out all the way to WrestleMania.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon are fighting at Hell in a Cell.
No, they're not.
They're going to.
No.
They're going to.
They're going to fight
It's
at
a Hell in a
Survivor
Cell.
Series.
What?
Survivor Series.
If it even makes it that far.
It will. You want to know why? Because Sami Zayn is most likely going to fight Kevin Owens at Hell in a Cell.
To each his own. I'm tired of seeing that rivalry. I'm tired of seeing it. But, hey.
Okay, so I'm gonna help you out. Let's get through this so we could go on to the next match. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they're Aiden English and Sami Zayn are in the middle of a match. Kevin Owens is pissed off with the ref, saying the ref's not doing his job. He has the ref take off his uniform. He puts it on. Sammy's like, "Ayo, what the fuck you doing?" Kevin Owens is like, "I'm the ref now. You gotta listen to me." And then Aiden English hits him. Kevin Owens. Wow. Kevin Owens goes. Kevin Owens goes for the pop-up powerbomb on Sammy. English goes for the cover. Owens gives a fast 3 count. Aiden English wins. Next. So you don't have to get angry anymore.
With a nice theme song, may I add.
Huh?
I said Aiden English one with a nice theme song, may I add.
Yeah. Next we have Dolph Ziggler, who was supposed to re-debut this week, but he said he didn't want to wrestle in front of Arkansas crowd. Instead, he'll show all style and no substance next week. I'm getting tired of Dolph.
As you already stated, his contract is over in October.
Yeah, I think he's out the door. I think that's it.
Mm-hmm. As you stated before, I do not see him going. I think his ego is way too big to ever go back into development for him.
We'll see what happens with the Superstar Shakeup. I think there's nothing wrong with going back and rediscovering yourself.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with going to NXT either. I think NXT is one of the best out of like anything WWE is offering at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it would be dope, especially since he was never there. But I just don't see him putting his ego and pride aside to go there, because he knows what it's about.
Well, time will tell.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the next match we have is a non-title match. New Day versus the Usos. And winner gets to choose the stipulation for the Smackdown Tag Team Championship rematch. Winners are the Usos with a roll-up of a handful of tights.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see this match, actually. I think I walked away.
Well, due to the fact that Xavier Woods is injured, it was just Kofi Kingston and Big E. And it was a really good match. I really liked it enough. Like, once again, I love this little rivalry that they got going on between the current tag team champions and the recent tag team champions, the New Day. And it was really, really good combat. Like, I was really, really enjoying what they was offering in that ring. It was quick. But I was interested. I was all in for it. I was tuned in.
I want to know what stipulation they're gonna put on for the tag team championship rematch.
I'm sure we'll find out next week.
It's probably gonna be like Xavier Woods can't be ringside. Just two of y'all. Maybe they'll do a shark cage again. Ooh.
That would be done. I'm tired of seeing this arcade.
Yeah, NXT did it. That's enough. Stop copying NXT.
Yeah,
Come up with your own shit.
Yeah, I don't want to see them do
I bet you anything in the world that shit gonna probably be in the game. It shouldn't be because it serves no purpose. But I'm pretty sure they'll find a way to put that shit somehow in the game. Word. Next we have Elmsworth was talking to I think that was Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
And he just like scooted her away, and then he introduced Carmella, and Carmella was like basically telling Elmsworth, you can't keep your mouth shut. I could have been champion already. And then Natalya comes and was like, oh, next week you'll be fighting me for your betrayal last week. And Carmella was like, you made a mistake. And then Naomi popped up and was like, you look scared, and you should be scared about 2 weeks from now. And Natalya was like, what you talking about? She was like, oh, you can fight Carmella next week, but you'll be facing me for my rematch for the Smackdown Women's Championship in 2 weeks. Natalya got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody just seemed to be coming for her. But this wasn't really what I cared about. What I cared about was next. Lana is now the manager and personal ring announcer for Tamina.
I get why they're doing it, but I think it's also dumb.
Why?
Because they don't complement each other at all. But it's also like we were introduced as Lana as a fighter. That was the whole point. Before you gave up your manager, that manager thing that she was doing for Rusev. It's like we wanted something different. It's nice to see her manage a woman, but it's the fact of when she got in that ring and she battled Naomi the first time, I was impressed. And I kind of wanted to see more. But if this is the only thing that they could do with her at the moment, then I guess it is what it is. But
I mean, a perfect scenario for this would be, like, in my head would be like, all right, she builds Tamina up to be a monster. Tamina trusts her. Tamina wins the championship. She tells Tamina, now give me the championship. It was a ruse so that Lana could win the title easily. But she made a beast of Tamina, and Tamina blows through her, and now Tamina is the most dominant champion in SmackDown history. Boom. Wonderful story. They won't do it, though.
I really see a good rivalry happening with her and Charlotte.
Oh, yes. I have been waiting for Tamina versus Charlotte.
Yeah, that's been over the But I would like to see what they do with her. Tamina gave me everything I needed in that match.
Yeah, she was just flinging that chick around, and as soon as Lana yelled Tamina crush, she just beat the shit out of her even more, and then she hit her with a super kick. Done. And it's funny because if you really look at the girl, it looked like Tamina was really getting into her, and she was just like, "Please stop! I'm new. Don't do this."
But it was everything. The aggression was everything that I needed. I haven't seen Tamina this aggressive in eons.
Yeah. Now we need for Tamina to fight somebody that know what they're doing with that aggression.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope that this keeps building, and I can't.
I needed to be Naomi. Even though a lot of people say they don't need it, once Tamina beats Naomi, who was close to pretty much being the number one contender, it's given now she has that chance to get it back as well. Although Charlotte is back in the picture, I would like to see what happens, and I want to see Lana build Tamina up to be this tough girl. Because that could be the answer for Charlotte, especially for them to be like children of legends, and, like wrestling icons. I can really see this being what I need. I'm tired of seeing Natalya versus Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
Tired of seeing
But then
Natalya
the problem
Charlotte.
with that is, would they mention her father?
But you know what? If you really want Charlotte to be in NXT, I see it being a triple threat between her, Tamina, and Charlotte, and just having that women's championship right there on it, non-disqualification match.
Yeah, but you
Lana
still didn't answer
already
my
has
question.
her back.
Would they mention Tamina's father?
What you mean?
He killed his girlfriend.
They were mentioning. They mentioned his death. Why wouldn't they mention him?
Yeah, but it's been said that they're like slowly erasing him from WWE history.
They might do that. I think that's the main reason why they even brought Tamina back into the fold to begin with. I think they felt sympathy for her and they brought her back in there. But anytime she comes out, they say she's the daughter of a Hall of Famer.
Well, I need them to change her music.
Oh, you tired of the
Tamina. It sounds like she's like retarded. Like she doesn't know English. Tamina. Like, you gotta know your name over and over, girl. I need you to get together.
Leave her alone. But oh, they said we do not see it for Tamina.
And now we are at the main event of SmackDown Live. Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal and Rusev.
Mm-hmm.
This was an okay match.
It was okay, to be honest. I wanted the heels to win. But
I didn't see the heels winning.
I just really wish that Rusev would get a win under his belt.
Rusev needs to win by himself. That's what he needs. He doesn't need tag team wins. He needs singles wins.
Mind you, it's funny because those two were already in a tag team already.
Anyway, Nakamura.
No, but they were a tag team before.
Who?
Rusev and Jinder Mahal.
No, they were not.
I'm looking at it right now. They really were a tag team together.
Where?
And it was this Jinder and Rusev, and he would always tag along with when like Rusev and Lana would get out there.
Yes.
They were.
Yes.
They were a tag team.
Yes, they were.
I knew I wasn't bugging. I'm like, wait, am I not this much of a wrestling fan?
Okay, you got that.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, no more smoking ganja.
Yeah, they were a team, and then they both wanted a shot at a title, and I think Mick Foley had them fight. Was it Braun or Big Show? It was Big Show, and they both got beat up.
Now you remember.
Yeah. Okay, you got that. You got that, girl. You win.
No, I was really going losing it though.
Well, back to this match. Nakamura and Orton win, and they stare each other down. Obviously, we know they fight next week. Winner gets a chance to face Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship, and out of nowhere, an RKO. It really wasn't out of nowhere. I knew he was going to hit him with RKO. That was pretty obvious.
Who didn't know? It was expected.
Yeah, it was very expected. So How did you
but
feel?
I still wanted the heels to win.
Well, I knew that the faces were going to win because they face each other next week. So they would want them to stand tall, and then Randy Orton hit an RKO on Shinsuke. That's so obvious. Either way, win or lose, Shinsuke was getting RKO.
I feel so sorry for Randy Orton because now he's about to blend back into the background.
Good. He need to. John Cena need to learn how to do that shit too. Blend in, nigga, blend in.
No, but it was a great beginning for Randy. Like, he really went on the rise as far as doing that. Because remember, they put him in a tag team. He was tag team champ. He had the champion for a little bit.
And then look at that crap-filled WrestleMania match we got. And then after he beat Bray Wyatt, we got stuck with boring Orton until raggedy ass Jinder Mahal came in the picture.
But hey, it is what it is. It happened.
I felt you about to read me because I just called Jinder Mahal raggedy.
No. To each his own. I understand he's a heel. Nobody really likes it on the title on him. But I'm all about him because he's the definition of what Smackdown wanted to be. Which was, besides the contradiction of Shane McMahon, who he is, but it showed out that Jinder Mahal is in the land of opportunities. And at this moment, he's the modern
Maharaja.
Yeah, Maharaja.
Well, I think you should take some advice you gave me. I think that you should tweet Shane McMahon, why are you still wrestling? Boom, there you go.
Way too much, but I'll accept it. Don't be surprised I've really made seasons by tonight. Have to wake up to something like leave WWE wrestlers alone. Next time, you're just going to have to come to a live.
I just seen like the worst post ever. Somebody just posted, Roman Reigns is possibly the greatest talent in WWE, and dare I say,
wow.
Oh, I dare. The entire wrestling industry.
Absolutely skipped over so many of the greats, but okay. Each his own.
I love how somebody says Cena legitimately hurt Reigns fans. I think the funny thing is Reigns fans go so hard for him, and Roman Reigns on Twitter called them all stupid. He said it on Twitter. Why do I have the dumbest fans?
Wow.
That's why I don't fuck with Roman. I'm good.
Neither do I. It's from a distance, but I don't really root for him as much. I feel like he's another one who needs to blend into the background. But how did you grade Smackdown?
I give Smackdown a B.
It was exciting. It gave me what I needed. I give it the same grade, and I hope that next week, number one contender match is entertaining as hell. Because this is the first time these two are really matching up, and I really want to see what this is going to get.
Oh, yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to another episode of Going for the Ropes. This is your host, Starfish, and my guest, Vanity.
Thank you, Starfish, for having me.
Always, it's a pleasure having you on. Hope that you all enjoyed the episode. This is Star signing off.